They slowed down as soon as they noticed the for rent sign was gone. To SUVs in the driveway, porch lights glowing, curtains drawn tight. Someone was living in my duplex, someone else. My mom's mouth moved first. Is that no? That can't be renters. My dad leaned over the wheel, his jaw tense. Well, I stood on the front lawn, coffee mug in hand, calm and waiting. I hadn't told them to come, but I knew they would. People always like to check the stage before stepping into the spotlight. It all began with silence, not shouting, not arguing, just that sharp, heavy silence. I bought the duplex quietly, without telling a soul. At 32, divorced, no kids, 2 degrees. I thought I'd finally earned the right to be the adult in the family. Turns out, I was wrong. 3 weeks after closing, the phone rang. My mom's voice was overly sweet, a little too high, a little too fake. When are you moving in? She asked. I told her I wasn't. Oh, perfect, she said. Your brother and his family are outgrowing their place. Maybe just for a while, until they get back on their feet. She said it like they weren't standing beside her, already listening, like the moving boxes weren't already taped shut. The best part, she honestly thought she was doing me a favor. Family helps family, she said. They never asked, not once. They just assumed, like when they gave him my old car in college, or my bedroom after I left for grad school, or my time every Christmas, every favor wrapped in guilt. None of this was new. But this time, I didn't fight back. I didn't yell or argue. I just smiled and said, let me get the place ready first. They called it generous. I called it leverage. I started with, you need a new kitchen, new floors, fresh paint, perfect photos, polished listing. Then Unibi got the same treatment. No shortcuts, no rushing, just focus and intent. My brother called once. Mom says we're moving in this weekend, he said. I told him the plumbing wasn't done yet. He swore under his breath. I said nothing. That was Thursday. By Sunday, both units were listed and I already had a dozen applicants. Real tenants with credit checks, references, deposits. Because the people living in my property would be qualified. Not freeloaders who happened to share my last name. 2 weeks later, leases were signed. A nurse took Uniday. A newlywed couple took Unibi. Good people. Respectful. Grateful. They moved in quietly, no drama. Meanwhile, my parents kept calling. Are we still good for next weekend? They asked. I didn't reply. I knew they'd show up anyway, and I wanted them to see it. That Tuesday evening, they pulled up, headlights off, like they were sneaking up on something. My dad stepped out first, slow and confused. Whose cars are those? He asked. I took a sip of coffee. Renters, my mom blinked. What do you mean renters? I mean both units are leased for market rate. My brother wasn't with them. But I knew he'd call later. He always did. My mom's smile faltered. But we thought this was for us, I nodded. You thought wrong. They didn't get it, they never believed I'd actually say no. They mistook kindness for weakness, silence for surrender. But silence can be a strategy. You never said anything, my dad muttered. Neither did you, I answered. You planned to move people into a house you didn't pay for. You didn't even ask. He looked away. Then that was the first hint of guilt. You can always see it in the eyes before anywhere else. But we're family, my mom whispered. One last try, like saying the word would fix everything. Exactly, I said. Which is why I didn't evict you. I just never let you in. That night, my brother called and left a voicemail. You really screwed over mom and dad. Hope you're proud of yourself. I didn't reply. Instead, I forwarded it to my lawyer because this wasn't checkers. I was building fences. The next morning, I sent my parents a formal letter, legal boundaries this time. No access without notice, no keys, no assumptions. They didn't reply. Just silence again. But now, silence meant surrender. It's been 3 months since then. Rent hits my account on the 1st of every month, right on time. The tenants are polite, quiet, dependable, and me. I sleep better than I have in years. Sometimes I drive by the duplex just to see the porch lights on, people inside, living their lives. And I smile, because I finally took back something they never thought I could control. They thought I'd fold like always, smile and swallow the insult. But I didn't. I stayed silent. And in that silence, I built something stronger than a home. I built a line they can never cross again.